functioning. Testing, testing. Alright, now we're working. Sorry about the testing. Hi, I'm Rusty. We're going to play some Sudoku. This is Rusty's Late Night Sudoku channel, the stream. Alright, I have two puzzles today. They're actually for yesterday. I won't get into what went on. Basically, it was a longer day than I expected. I should say Monday was a longer day than I expected. And ended up finally getting to bed about, well, kind of getting to sleep about 6 p.m. On Tuesday, which is a little later than I normally do. Woke up well, about 10-15 minutes ago, and realized, yeah, we got to get this stream going. So if I'm yawning, my apologies. I do not mean to be infecting anybody else with the that situation, but it does happen. All right. This is puzzle number 362, and it's going to hopefully take me less than 20 minutes to solve, because I've got puzzle number 368 to solve as well today. Please join me and let's see if we can do this. If you want to, go ahead and grab a screenshot, pause the video, do this puzzle on pen and paper, and come back to it. If I'm done with the entire video, you know it took longer for you than it did for me. If I'm still in the middle of solving this puzzle, and you can tell by looking at the top row, it'll be a 3, a 7, and a 2 in the first two squares. That will be an indication that you got to solve faster than I did. All right, it's long enough. Here we go. And it is solvable. All right. So we've got a 1 in one of these two. That's 3 possibilities here. I got a friendly kitty cat down on the floor below me, looking for attention or snacks or something. Since I'm not eating yet, he's not getting anything other than love and attention. Please do that. He does a good job around here. Okay, how about 2s? Yeah, we got a couple possibilities for 2 here. And 4 possibilities here. 2 there. 3s. a 3 solved here. 2 possibilities there. Ah, 4 possibilities there. 2 here. Or there. Here are 3s there. That means I've got 1s, 4s, 5s, 6s, a 7, 8, and possible of a 9. All right. back to the normal progression, 3s. I think I got all the 3 possibles out there. Places for 4s here. Get 3 possibilities there. Too many there. Couple possibilities here. 4s. Now we can put the other 2 digits in here. One of these is going to be an 8. And the other is going to be a 5. I don't know which is which. Alright, back to 4s though. One of these is going to be a 4. 3 possibilities there, 4 possibilities here, 3 more possibilities there. Okay, 5s. Got these 2 plopped in there. I got 4 possibilities up here. Here we got 2 possibilities. Not a lot of narrowing down here. 4 or 5 possibilities here. Well, 3 of these are open. 3 possibilities, or 5 possibilities for 5 there. 5 possibilities for 5 there, and 4. Alright. Looks like that's going to do it for 5s at the moment. I've got a pair of 6s possible here. And down here. And let's see. 4 possibilities here. Or no, 6 possibilities. 6 possibilities there. Three possibilities for a 6 here. 2 here. Not a lot of help there. 7s. Looks like we've been through those already. 3 possibilities there. Alright. 8s. Oop, not an 8 there. We got a solve in this square. Alright. 3 possibilities there, so not a lot of help there yet. 4 possibilities here. We've got these 2 listed already. 4 possibilities here. 3 here. That means one of these 2 is an 8. And I got 3 possibilities here. 9. So we got 2 possibilities here. Finally get a couple marks in there. That means one of these 2 is a 9. I got 3 possibilities here. We're down to 1 or 2 possibilities here now. And then up here we've got just 2 possibilities for a 9. Alright. Okay, that's not quite enough for me to go on. I don't think. Let's see. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6. Not enough there. Alright, we'll fill in here and run around clockwise. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. All 3 are possible. 5 and 8s. Clockwise going, we've got 4 possible 1s. 2's already marked. 3's already marked. 4's. 5 possible 5's. 6 possible 6's. 2 possible 7's marked. 2 possible 8's marked. And we know that these two are going to be 8s because that can't be an 8, that can't be an 8. So it has to be in there, or one of those two. And then we got a 9. All right. 1, 2, 3's. 4's. Pair of 5's already marked. 6 given. 3 possible 7's. 3 possible 8's. And a given 9. Next one, we've got 3 possible 1's. 2, 3. Looks like all 5 of these could be a 4. We got a 5 provided. 3 possible 6's already marked. Or no, 2 of the 3. 2 6's marked. 7. 4 possible 8's. And 2 possible 9's are currently marked. We got the square completed, so over to here where we've got 4 possible 1's. 2 possible 2's that were already marked, and I briefly unmarked them. Can't be a 1 there, so we're down to 2 possible 1's down or in there. And that goes with that down there. 3. Okay, clean up these two. We've actually got 4 possible 1's here. It's just, this isn't one of them. 2's and 3's marked. 4's marked. 4 possible 5's. 3 possible 6's. 7 and 8 already marked. And 2 possible 9's marked. All right. 1, 2. We've got 4 possible 3's. 3 possible 4's. 4 possible 5's. 6, 7, and 8 I provided, and 3 possible 9's. No 2 possible 9's. Already have a 9 provided there. Or given there. Yeah, provided. Alright. Pair of 1 or possible 1's here. Which says, yeah, this one can't be a 1. 2's. Looks like I've got 4 possibilities for 2. How about 2, not 4? Got a 3 of a 4 provided. That means I've got 5 possible 5's. 3 possible 6's. 7, 8 provided, and 2 possible 9's that are already provided. Alright, into the center square, we've got a 1 provided. We've got 2 possible, or a 2. No. 2 possible 2's. That can't be a... nope, it is just 2. 1 possible 2. That solves us 3. So we can clean up these 2, 3, and these extra 3s. And we've got pair, 3 possible there, pair here. And that means this is going to be a 2, and this will be a 3. All right. 3s, 4s. 4's already provided. We've got 4 possibilities for 5 now. 2 possibilities for 6. 2 possibilities for 7. 3 possibilities for 8. And a 9. All right. Okay, so 8, 4, 8, 4, so not a 4, not a 4, not an 8, neither 4 nor 8 here. Okay, that gives us a good combination there. That also means not an 8 here. And that's a decent combination there. All right. 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 4. So that's a 4, that's a 1. Turns that into a 9. This becomes a 5, 8, and 4. 5 here. 8 down here. And we can clean up a couple of 8s along the way. This becomes a 4. This becomes an 8. Not a 5, not a 5 or 4. That makes that into a 6, 9, and 1. Oh, not a 1 there, 1 there. This comes down here, becomes a 6. Not a 6 or 2, not a 6 or 2. Not a 4. One of these is going to be 4. Okay, 4, 5, 3, 7, not a 5, 5, 4, 8, 1, 6. The top row is complete. 5, 9, 4, 7, 3, 5, 3, 6, 7, 8, 6. Top 2 rows are complete. And that means we are done with the 6 putting in this bottom square. All right, that took me 16 minutes and 3 seconds. Let me go make note of that. And get the reminder that we'll be doing puzzle number 68 in just a moment here. 368 coming up. A little bit of latency in there, it looks like. Just happened to be on my restream page on the same screen as my note-taking. We're going to refresh that page. All right, let's get back down to puzzle. Let me pick up 368. We're going to play again. Create our own. And 1 and 9 in the top row, center squared for this puzzle. All right, and there is this puzzle. Again, this is a medium difficulty puzzle, which means it should be doable in under, well, it should be doable in under 10 minutes, but I'm going to say that even or on a good day, I'm not, it's not uncommon for me to take 15 or more minutes to solve a good puzzle. I'm not sure this is a good day, but let me stop trying to solve this while I'm making it available for you to solve. And let's, that should be long enough. If you're done, then come back here. Maybe you're watching the video rather than the stream. All right, here we go. So one of these two is going to be a 9. And a 9 there. I've got 3 possibilities here. Here we've got 2 possibilities. 4 possibilities here. 2 possibilities for a 9 here. All right. 2 possibilities for a 1 here. 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. And 5 possibilities here. So on to 2s. Got a 2 here. That means we've got 2 possibilities here. 3 possibilities there. 4 here. 3, 5 here. 4 here. 5 possibilities up here. And 7 possibilities here. Down to 3s, we got 3 possible 3s here, 3 possible 3s here, 3 possible 3s here, 6 possibles here, 4 here. In other words, I'm not getting a lot of guidance by the 2 3s that we've already got, or that we've got on the board. We're given. All right, on to 4s. We've got 3 possibilities in this square, 4 in this square, 6 in this one, 4 in this one, 4 in this one. All 4 possible there, 4 possible here, and 3 possible here. All right. 5s. Well, we've got two possibles down here now. Here we've got 5 possibilities. Here we've got 5 possibilities. We've got 4 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here, which means this one's a 5. Reduces some of the possibilities down here. We're now down to 3 here and 4 here. 4 possibilities here. All right, and that's it for 5s. How about 6s? You got a 6 here and a 6 here. That means one of these two is a 6. Currently 5 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 3 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, 6 possibilities there for 6, and wide open here for 6s. How about 7s? We can fill a 7 up here. And 3 possibilities down here. Here we've got 3 possibilities, 3 possibilities, 3 possibilities, 3 possibilities, and that means I've actually got a solve here. Kind of throws me. Not seeing them that way very often. All right. 8, 8, 8. One of these two is going to be an 8. One of these two is an 8. Introduction into that square. Looks like I've got 3 possible 8s here. 3 possible 8s here. 4 possible 8s here. Got those 2. And that one of these two is going to be an 8. That doesn't really impress things yet. And we'll get 3 possibilities here. All right, 9s again. We got these two. These two says this can't be a 9 now. So that's a 9. These two still have 4 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. 3 here. All right, that's it for 9s. And this is not a set of solvables right now, so there are possibilities of looking for pairs, which right now I'm not mentally up to. Sorry about that. However, I've got 3 here and a 3 here, which means one of these two is going to be a 3. One of these 3 is going to be a 3. One of these 3 is going to be a 3. 4 possibilities here. 3 here. 4 possibilities here. 5 here. All right. Let's fill in all the possibilities starting in the center and going around clockwise up and around from here. So we got a 1 pair of 2s, 3 possible 3s, 4 possible 4s, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 3 possible 9s. Except nope, just 2. So that makes this into a 4 and cleans up these 4. We now got 2 possible 4s here. Hey, missed that earlier. All right. How about 3s? Looks like I've got 4 possible places for 3. And how about 6s? Looks like I've got 2 possible places for a 6, and they match up with the 8s. So 4 and 3 don't go there. The 3 and a 4 over here. That means this one's a 2. This one's a 3 and 9 here. All right. And we move on to this square here. We've got 3 possible 2s. all kinds of possible threes. 4 given. 2 possible 5s marked. 3 possible 6s, 2 marked. 7 8s in. Actually, it looks like that means we get an 8 here. Because I can't have a 6 there. That means this is a 6. That's an 8. Not an 8 here. That becomes an 8. We now have 3 possible places for 1. 2 possible places for 2. Means neither of these are going to be 2. That's going to be a 3 and a 9. Clean up the 3s. And the extra 9. This becomes a 6, 5, and 2. So now we've got 3 squares solved. That means I've got a 3 here, or not an 8, 3 here. 2 possible places for 4. A 5 solved. That makes this into a 4. Now I've got 3 possible places for a 6, it looks like. No, I got a 6. It's the 7 we need. We got 3 possible places for. And 8 and 9 are marked in, or solved, or given. All right. Down here, this ends up being a 9, it looks like. That means I've got 1's going into one of these 2. Not here. This one's going to be a 2, by the way. 2's. We got 2 possible places for 3 now. 2 possible places for 4. 5 is provided. 3 possible places for 6. 2 possible places for 7, and 8 and 9 are already addressed. So 1 7 pair here, 6 4, and 3 in these 3. All right. Back over here, we've got 3 places where 1 could be. 2 places where 2 can be now. C, 2 places for 3. 2 places for 4. Already marked 2 places for 5. 3 places for 6. The 7 is already filled in. 2 possible places for an 8 already marked. And a 9 goes in here. That makes this into a 5. 8, 6, and 3 combo here. 1, 2, and 4 there. Let's see if we can narrow some of that down in a little bit here. We got 5 possible places for 1 here. 3 or 4 possible places for 2. 3, 4. Oh, hey. Not a 3 up here anymore, so that's a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 or a 5 solve. That leads to breakage. Neither of these can be a 5. That means one of these 2 is a 5. Well, this one can't be a 5 either. So that would be a 5. All right, we're starting all the way back at the beginning. I do not know where I messed that up, but this time we're not going to be filling in singles and stuff from the beginning. We're going to go through and just populate with numbers all the way through. All right. basically we're flooding the fill. And yes, there should be a cleaner way to do this. I obviously am not up to it today. Or I should say this morning. All right. That's 2s, 3s. Okay, that becomes a 5 again. This one's going to be a 6. And it's not a dictatorial declaration, it's just that's whatever the numbers say is going to be. Or glyphs, or whatever you want to call it. Seven there. Eight here. 4 and 3. We'll solve those. 3. 8 here. One of these two is going to be an 8. Yeah, we got a 9 to drop into there somewhere as well, though. All right, back to 8s. All right, 9s. One of these 2 is a 9. One of these 3 is a 9. Got 4 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. And this becomes a 9. All right, now let's go through and see if we can clean anything else up. Okay, the standalone 4 here. Let's verify it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So yes, that is a 4. Clean up these. That one, and that one. So this one's going to be a 4 here. So we can clean up these two. We've got still 2 possibilities here and 3 possibilities here. So we'll continue on. 9292 or 9293 23. So not 2s or 9s or 3s in the other 3 squares there. Okay. 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Unfortunately, that doesn't help me knock any of these others out yet. Oh, hey, 6 3 6 3. So this is not a 3. This is not a 6. Got a 1 2 1 2. So this is a 7 now. Not a 7 here or here. That makes 3 possibilities for 2 here. 6 3 6 here, standing alone. Check it. 1. This is 1 2 3 4 5. It looks like we're trying to drop in a 6, 7, 8, 9, and we get to drop a 6 in here. Clean up that 6. This becomes a 3. That becomes a 4. That becomes a 5. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 3. A 9 here. 4 2 there. Not a 4. 3 9. Not 9. 7 1. So that's a 2. This becomes a 4. This becomes a 3. 6 5. 2 2 3 2. All those go away. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 3. This becomes a 7. This becomes a 1, a 7. Not a 7 or 2. That leaves a 6 and a 1 here. 4 here. This becomes a 5 with a 2 there. This becomes a 7 with a 6 here. Up here we've got a 4, an 8, and a 6. Clean up the 8 6 2 here, the 5 6 here and here. Oh, also that's 7. Clean up that 6. Clean up 6. 3. Stop trying to drop a 2 into there. This is going to be a 9. 1 and 7. Not a 9 there or there. Not a 6 here. Not a 3 here. This is now going to be a 6. Let's see. This becomes an 8. Turns that into a 9 and a 5 here. Not an 8. This becomes a 5. This is now a 2, which means this is now a 9, a 3, and 2 up here. A 1 down here, 3 here, 8. And we're wrapping things up with a 1 and a 2. Lawrence Welk might be proud. We'll see. All right. 21 minutes and 29 seconds. I want to say thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good morning. Have a great day, and we'll get the puzzle 363 posted on Blue Sky in just a few minutes with solutions to these 2 puzzles